All right, so good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming. We are Group 2, Javier Penelas, David González, Lea Gómez, Claudia Aso, Lucas Martinez, and Javier Sabin, and today we're here to talk about GitHub. Now, unless you're really into software, it is very likely that you don't know what GitHub is. GitHub is a version control system or code hosting platform. In other words, where the world builds software. Now, if this isn't clear enough, my teammates are just about to explain how it works and the reason behind its success. GitHub's success has forever changed the software development world in a global scale. And this is one of the key elements of GitHub, global collaboration. GitHub is all about instant code development and sharing, and therefore emphasizing a speed of software development and of bug fixing. And it also enhances the way that, be it firms, individuals, or coders, are opened to the contributions, remarks, or solutions that other software developers make to software. And this specifically happens in the case of open source projects, which GitHub enables. However, GitHub also gives a chance to work on private projects in some specific teams. And all of these factors have contributed to GitHub's international impact. GitHub's international impact can be seen from companies like Microsoft, Facebook, and Apple have some of their code issues on GitHub repositories for their development and to fix bugs there. Now my teammate Lucas is going to talk about networking.
Okay. I'm going to talk now about another key element, which is the revolutionary networking model. It does not only allow instant communication with external stakeholders, which is definitely supporting the speed of the company, but also allows openness to different and millions of collaborations, and also has a non-hierarchical structure that my partner Claudia will talk about later. Okay, we can definitely say that GitHub is a knowledge sharing environment, but why do we say this? We say this because of their open source philosophy that runs within the company. Now, most of you will be asking yourselves, what does it mean to have an open source philosophy within a company? Well, I'll explain it to you. It basically means that software producers or code producers can pretty much develop projects or look for help by sharing knowledge or asking for help in their collaborative community that GitHub is. So we can definitely say that GitHub really much supports its model of business with their knowledge management, which is kind of revolutionary and has had a really big impact. Now my partner Claudia is going to continue.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the revolutionary networking model. And why do I say revolutionary? It's because they have thought that, sorry, I missed the slides. They say they do not believe that a hierarchical structure is going to be the key for success anymore. And that's why they have organized themselves by having their 4 co-founders at the top and then just the rest of the world. And this has had a big impact on the industry and has made the other firms rethink this issue. And finally, they want to enhance both autonomy but also collaboration because it allows managing everything in one place, and they help. There's people who ask for help, and there's people who do have the knowledge for solving the problems, and that is how they collaborate. And this makes a big effort on their openness and on their speed and impact. And now Leah is going to continue.
Okay, so what makes things work, or maybe who? So GitHub's workforce can be divided in 4 types. First, we have developers. These workers, they develop software and they do the maintenance of certain projects. Then we have customer support. Then we have the training. So for big companies, for example, it is a very complex software, so they will need training from our workers in order to take advantage of all the features that GitHub offers. And then open source. So GitHub exposes itself to its own service, allowing individuals from other parts of the world improve GitHub's company. On the other hand, GitHub focuses on happy employees, providing them autonomy to make their own decisions, personalized workplace, providing them health, paying them the gym, and also providing them the opportunity to choose their vacation in order to be more efficient at their jobs. Maybe that's why happy employees make successful companies. Okay, and what do they do? So GitHub, it's for everybody. They follow a strategy called the freemium strategy, which it has from the most basic packages to the most complex one that offer all the features GitHub offers. So, for example, if I'm an individual, I can use GitHub, and if I am a big enterprise, such as Spotify, I also can use GitHub with my budget and with my intentions. And why is it so special? It's not, GitHub doesn't only offer code. It offers repository hosting. Depending on the package, you will be able to host on GitHub servers or on your own private ones, web-based user interface. It offers web pages, graphics, statistics, charts, a lot of things. Security, which from my point of view is the most important one and the companies value it the most. Customer support, the premium the package, the more support you have. And the administration, those are the ones who manage backup and updates. Maybe these features I would make GitHub a leader in the market of open source software, having 88% market share. And now Javi. Oh, no, sorry.
Okay, but how do they make money? Because they are an open source software. They have a freemium model that that gives you lots of options. Well, they make money by first placing ads on their codes, which is a really easy way to do it. And then they create a marketplace. And so they connect people and they get a commission each time one person, a third party, access or downloads another person's code. And then, as Leah has mentioned before, they have 4 subscription plans. We have the free package, then the team. It's called GitHub Teams, which costs you $4 per user per month. Then the GitHub Enterprise, which costs $21 per user per month. And then the GitHub One, which is tailored to your specific needs. And just so that you can be a little bit aware of how they have grown and how they have gained such an importance, I have put some data, like this graph that shows GitHub's evolution in the last few years, that you can see it has been exponential. And then this number here, that is that they have obtained over 600% return on investment on the last 3 years. And for example, is some curious data. On their launch date, they managed to earn over $1,000 revenue. And nowadays, more than 50 million users use GitHub, and they employ over 2,000 people across their 8 worldwide offices. And they are owned by Microsoft, who was able to assess their importance and see the potential. And they are valued at $7.5 billion. And now Javi is going to continue.
Okay, so after understanding what is GitHub's business model, now I'm going to explain what is its final purpose. Well, during the developing phase of the company, the programmers had the objective to develop a platform that helped every developer, regardless of their experience, to learn, code, and ship software efficiently. This in a future became the final mission of GitHub, and was what it drove their success. Having achieved this is what attracted the attention of Microsoft, and it's what in a final stage made this company to acquire GitHub. This was a really controversial statement, as a lot of developers and users of the platform thought that this will drive the company to a more revenue model, to a more commercial platform and less focus on their users and developers and programmers. But this, luckily for the users, wasn't like that, as after the acquisition, the management team stated their vision, that was to continue to be the homes for software creation, collaboration, and discovery. This was really beneficial for users, as they see how GitHub remains being their home for programming and coding all around the world. And these two statements are probably the main things that drives GitHub's success. As Lea said before, our happy customers and happy workers make a happy company. So this, after some studies, we have researched that 55% of workers' main motivation in GitHubs is their company mission. So we can see that having happy customers and happy workers helps also mainly the autonomy of the company, as they mainly depend on the work of their employees. So now, to finish, we would like to show you our infographic. A second.
One last thing, please. Just hear me out one moment. This is going to be useful for you, because most of you want to have your own business, yes? Okay, so how is GitHub useful to you? I'll put an example. Now, when you're developing an app, one single developer could charge you like 40,000, 60, I'm not even joking, for doing the entire app. But with GitHub, if you have any problem, if you want any new solution, you can go to GitHub and search in the marketplace for previous solutions. So this is not so far from real life, because because I know your point of view. We see this so far, but it's not. It's not. This is helpful. And I want you to take a look to our infographic. We'll send it to you. And this could be very useful for your future. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed our presentation.